We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred. Yes, bitches.
It's the beginning of the month, so you know what you want.
Then open your cunt.
It is the Nothing Sacred show, the June edition.
AIDS attrition.
I am
Yeah.
Cruise Control.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this is, what is it, the 5th?
It's the 6th of June,
whatever.
man.
Yeah.
See, if it was 2006, it would have been 666,
Yeah.
man.
It doesn't matter at this point, though, because we have a new format, folks. We're doing
Yes,
some
we
more
do.
shit.
We're actually trying to get organized, man. This shit's pretty wild, dude. I can't believe it.
Yeah, finally, the Cruise Control gets the head out of the control ass and actually starts doing that. So we've got a bunch of cool stuff coming up, like each first Monday of the month. Like, for instance, tomorrow is the 7th. Or today, you'll be watching this today. Listening to this today, which is the 7th. We'll be releasing our Nothing Sacred show, which is us talking shit like we always do. Once a month, gonna roll through some stuff tonight.
So the show's for guys like James and Chris, that actually enjoy just listening to us.
Yeah.
That's our first show of the month is the one you guys are gonna like.
Yeah, but the cool thing is we got more. We got Louie, who's coming back for the 14th show, which is next Monday.
Hey, Louis the 14th.
Yeah, it's gonna be our show called Nothing Sacred Shrink Wrap.
Shrink Wrap, yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Louis the 14th, you fucking bastard. Nothing Sacred Shrink Wrap, and that's gonna be us talking with Louis about mental health issues. This first one that we're coming up, or second one, because if you look back on our previous, you'll see previous
Talk
shows
about boundaries and shit.
Yes. So this one's going to be about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. So it's going to be some interesting shit. Going to have a deep dive into that. He has just got his master's in I believe it's mental health counseling.
I think I think it's some business. I think he has to get a license for mental health counseling. He was saying.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever he did, he actually showed it on his account and on Facebook. So congratulations to Louis.
Yeah, man, he got his thing, his diploma. He's rolling.
Yeah, if you like our interviews with musicians or other people, law enforcement, anybody else, you can come in on that next Sunday or Monday, which will be the 21st. And right now, what we've got.
Do we want to say who we're gonna have?
No, I think we can wait on that because
let's wait. That's because it's gonna be a cool interview. I think some people are gonna be like, oh goddamn, because it's somebody you guys haven't heard from in a long time.
Yeah, we'll let you know the week before though, so you have time to get ready to go. But and plus we have to make sure that we get it all set together.
Well, that's the other thing too. If the person for some reason we've had that happen before.
No, never had that happen before.
No, everybody's just been solid, and they all show. Actually, most of them have, though, dude. To be fair.
And this month, on the 28th, which is that month, the last Monday of the month, we'll be releasing. I'll be going solo.
Cruise Control is going to fly solo on this one.
Max will be relaxing out of town somewhere doing some shit.
Going to my stepbrother's wedding, man.
Yeah, and so I will be chilling with the first of our new show called the Nothing Sacred Function Junction, which is a personality type related show based upon the Myers-Briggs, the OPS that we talk with Dave, another personality test called cognitive personality system. Like I've been deep into this shit, so I'll be running solo. Maybe I'll have a guest on, maybe I'll not. I won't, but
we're going to try to bring Dave in on those last shows in the future. He can't do this month, but we're going to bring him,
whenever he can. But there are a ton of people in the community, like Augmented Personality, as well as Eric Thor, and there's Harry from the Cognitive Personality that I've been, watching. So there's a ton of people to go into this with if we want to go down that road as well. So Dave is awesome. Hope that Dave will be back soon. But hey, we got to keep rolling too.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what we're going to start doing, man. We're trying to get a little more organized, so it's not just here and there. Dispersed shows and shit. But hey, it only took us 6 years to figure that out.
Yeah. So this show is our first. So we're gonna go over all the shit that happened to me because I don't think when did we do our first our actual regular NS?
That was the one, the deep beer drinker, deep thinker one that we did. Remember when we sort of touched on the personality stuff a little bit?
Yeah, that was early May, wasn't it?
Oh fuck, I don't remember. I was drunk. No. When the hell was that? Yeah, that was sometime in May.
Yeah, early. It had to be very early May.
I want to say maybe it was even prior to me coming out to see you.
So it kind of fits the timeline though. Very beginning of May. And I want to start with this because we're going back, looking at back the last month, and we got some topics, some Urkeries. I know,
A
Max,
little bit.
you got a couple, like a funny story last that you.
Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's a thing we can listen to later. I'll show that to you. It's I bought a body cam, so now I can get some pretty crazy shit. And I had a funny conversation with a chick last night at the Rum Runner. So
Now wait though, you can show that, and I will be able to hear it.
well, actually, the audience will probably both be able to hear it. Everybody will be, but you might see it if I share my screen. You will actually probably see it.
We'll see what happens. We'll see if it works.
Yeah, exactly.
little nothing sacred tech demo here, folks. Some new technology.
Yeah, let's see if that's gonna work. So,
Oh, daddy. All right, so let's go back over this month. I got a general observation, man.
Okay.
You ever have a month that first of all seems so fucking long, like the longest goddamn, like a lot of shit happened in the month. Like first, let me give a breakdown of May. Released an album, hang out with the family, and also the family in terms of the Max as well. We all hung out, had a great time.
Yep, we did that.
Just a whole bunch of different things changing in my life, like automatic. Like if I look back at April and thought in April what June would be like, I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because May was a changer, dude. Game changer in a lot of ways, man. Just
yeah. Some stuff you probably, I don't know if you can talk about, but you know.
I'm not going to go into detail. But just to say, I'm not involved in certain projects anymore, and a project that Zoomer was released. So if you want to check that out, of course, you can go to Zoomer Band on YouTube. There's a playlist there, 8 songs. You can go on Zoomer Band on Facebook as well. The Earthling project, I'm not involved in that at the moment. But that's a different story that we won't even go into in detail. But suffice to say, major changes in my life. But
yeah,
damn, what a long month, man! You ever had it seemed like a fucking half a year of
really, because I haven't had those in a long time, dude. Lately, months have just been flying for me. I don't know, and not that I've been having all this great stuff happening, but it's just, man, for me, just time flies now, man. It's weird as you get older, I think.
Yeah, I know, but that's kind of the strange part about it. You've had a very life-changing month because the months have been flying by faster for years now. I mean, it's years but then you have that stall month where it's like boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like, damn, it's only the second week. Shit.
Well, it's just because a lot of things are happening and you're really focused in on intense emotions or intense changes or I can guarantee you one of the longest months you had, and it was a while ago, but still, it wasn't too long ago where you hadn't noticed life speeding up, but the bed bug month, dude.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right. That was a horrible fucking
long month, man.
Ow. That was a bad month.
Just because shit going on, and you're like, whoa, you're kind of dealing with shit in yourself, and kind of like dealing in situations that you can't stand, that you just can't stand it. It's
right. You don't know it's very uncertain, and you're just like, oh shit, what do you do? Yeah, no, that was a bad month. Yeah,
because the months that go before that, you're like, oh, it's everything. Oh, and it's like stalls, like a big skid mark, like almost you stumble over a fucking rock and land face first at the get up. Somebody slams the brakes on and you go smashing into the windshield kind of thing. Exactly. So you look back on that month like 2 months later and go, God damn. Thank God. Yeah. So your month was pretty long, I guess, last month. You had some crazy shit. So just stuff changing around. You're just rolling along, man. You're which is kind of funny if you think about it. Because the months that are so stressful take the longest. Yeah. But the months that are so stress-free go by so quickly that life is like, hey, it's 2028. Oh, fuck. Yeah. All of a sudden you're like, no, damn. I mean, I've had some other things happen, little shit here and there, but nothing huge, nothing monumental that's been like, oh God, man, I gotta talk about this shit. So that's my first observation is that sometimes you go through a month, it's like a meat grinder or a forge, like a fire, that kind of makes you stronger or changes you a little bit or just makes you like, holy shit. You kind of look back and you think like there's a before and after time. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're like, damn, before this happened, I was doing that. You kind of really had a. Yeah. It's kind of like before the bed bugs, you had a different apartment completely. After was completely different. It's like, before and after. God. Yeah. And then you look at it's kind of like the fallout afterwards. You're like, whoa, how do we get to this point? Yeah, exactly. Like, how did I get through that shit without? Yeah. How did I live through that, man? That's crazy. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, man. I mean, I can see where you definitely. It was tumultuous. I think that would be the good adjective for that. Yeah, tumultuous, or that's Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good adjective. Describing that. Just this also another notch in your goddamn. You can't unsee things that you see. Like once you
Right
realize,
after that, after it's recorded, it's on there for good in your
yeah,
brain.
it's like I think I said this before, but remember that from Stephen King's It, he talks about like at the beginning of the book, like if you go into with the mic hand, then you go into a house, and if you turn on a light in the closet, you can't turn off that light. You can't unsee what's seen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
And once you see shit, you're like, ah, fuck.
Like, damn, I wish I didn't see that. You know,
now I got to deal with this shit. I wish I didn't realize that I've got to fucking,
well, that's that whole post-traumatic stress disorder shit, where all of a sudden you're like, oh goddamn, I experienced this, and
I just think it's life lessons in learning. It's like you realize, oh, that's my weakness again, coming around to bite me again in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta fuck. Okay, that's that again. I'm seeing in a pattern. Fuck.
Yep. Like something you can break that damn cycle or something.
Yeah. So what do you got, man? What we got to roll with? Friend?
Well, okay, few little irks. Now, one thing, dude, is I don't know if you get this like on Facebook or whatever, but people will send these like dry ass messages to your inbox, just somebody on your friends list, and it'll be like, hi, or how you doing? Just nothing with any meat in it, dude. And you're just like, what the fuck? And they even do it on, like, back when I used to use the dating sites, people would do that kind of shit. I'd have a message in my inbox. I'm like, oh shit, somebody sent me a message. And then I'll click on it and it just says, hi. Okay, there's no meat on that sandwich.
Yeah, you've hated this for a long time. Dude.
I know, and I've talked about it for a long time, but it happened to me the other day on Facebook. It was a guy I've never even had two fucking words with. All of a sudden, I see he sent me a message. I'm like, oh, what the hell's okay? And he says, how you doing? And I'm just like, I'm not even answering your ass, dude. I used to kind of go back on, talk shit to people that would do that, but now I'm like, man, I'm not even going to entertain that.
Wow, you're growing. See, that's what I was talking about. Not doing the same dumb shit over.
Yeah, well, that's it. I figured, what's the point of getting mad at them, because they just won't understand anyway. They're like, well, I did was say hi to you, fucker. They don't get
me
that.
Alone. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how
about I don't mind where I met? How about tell me where we met? Like, hey, I met you here.
Well, yeah. Well, or at least. Oh, that's the other thing. If
anything.
If any of you guys, want to friend us on Facebook or any of that kind of shit, just because it's gotten so fucked up now, where if you see you don't have any mutual friends, you tend to, not want to add them because you're like, I don't know who this person is. So
I have an idea for everyone out there. Don't try to fucking friend me on Facebook, because if I don't know you, I don't care. I don't fucking care. Like Max,
you can friend me, but you know what? Send me a message. Like
Max is a group hug guy.
Well, just send me the friend request and then send me a message. So then that way I know, oh, okay. Like if you say, hey, I like the show or something like that, because I don't want to be a dick. And not, like they're probably thinking, oh man, I reached out and tried to friend the fucker on Facebook and he wouldn't even accept my friend request. So,
yeah, I got to wean myself from Facebook. So don't try to friend me, because the less friends I have, the less I have to abandon when I finally bail.
Jump off there. Yeah. No, I mean, for me, if you, like I said, if you want to friend me because you like the show or whatever, that's cool. But send me an inbox message just so you kind of let me know who you are. So then that way I'm not,
Maxwell Silverhammer on the Facebooks, baby.
Oh yeah, Maxwell Thomas Silverhammer is what
he is the liaison for the Nothing Sacred show. So if you need to contact anyone about interest in interviews, you can
just go to our Nothing Sacred page. It's facebook.com/cruiseandmax. You see how it is, man? That's what I did.
Oh man,
I got put come on, man, it's a joint project, dog.
I'm gonna cry, dude.
So,
and I haven't even fucking said your real name this show yet, which is fucking great.
Good man. Every once in a while when it happens, I'm just like, okay, cool. But actually, I've had a few people actually point out to me, why does he keep saying your real name? And I'm like, oh fuck yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah. I'm focused on it now, so it won't happen anymore.
Okay, cool, man, cool. So, but yeah, no, man, it's just funny. You get those 1 word or 3 word fucking messages, and it's just
dude,
like,
Kevin, I totally agree, dude.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Oh, thanks.
So, but yeah, no, that's
lesson learned, audience. You know what? Pointers. We have to learn from our audience as well. So I'll make sure I'll never fucking mispronounce or missay Donald's name ever again.
That's right.
Donald, that's what your name would be.
Good man, Fred.
You know what? If we do it, I should just catch myself and give you like the shittiest name ever.
There you go. Like Oglethorpe or something.
Oh, well, how about Harold?
Oh, there we go, Harold. Yeah.
Harold.
fuck?
Come on, who the fuck? Is that?
Who names their kid Harold anymore? Huh? Harry was short for Harry. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then here's another thing, dude. And I think we've talked about this, but I don't think we've actually ever come on the show and talked about it. Who gets something out of watching people play video games? Who the fuck gets that?
Okay, now, wait a second. I am a gamer.
Mhm.
As you know, I do not watch streams though.
Right, you play games. You
I
know.
play them, but a lot of people get tips from it or learn how to play. I don't get I don't get it either. It's kind of but I cannot get the idea as well. It's like watching sports, right?
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing for me.
Why don't
Yeah.
you just play the sport and why watch it?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. You know, like this is a waste of fucking time. Like, okay, yeah, you made the high score, dingy. You know what it reminds me of, and this might go back. Talk about post-traumatic stress disorder. Remember when my brother used to always want us to come in and talk to him while he played Doom?
Yeah, well, a
Same
lot of people
shit.
make a lot of money off that. Well, okay, well let's I'm gonna fucking DA this motherfucker. Those devil advocates.
Okay, you'd go for it.
All right, motherfucker. What are you doing watching cop cams?
Oh, well, I don't watch games. They're real cop shit.
Yeah, you're watching someone else do something that gives you enjoyment because you're watching something interesting that someone else is doing.
Well, yeah, it's interesting to me because it's like, oh shit, it's a takedown, you know. Whereas opposed to a video game.
Well, it's oh shit, it's a takedown in a game. What if they're taking in a boss? There's 10 people coordinating in a game, and they're all facing the same goddamn monster that could kill each of them easily. But together, coordinating, they take down that monster, and it's like, oh shit. And it's a really fun experience, and you're listening to all 8 of them fight together in a virtual environment or whatever environment.
Well, that sounds boring as fuck.
Of course, but it's exactly okay. What about this? What if it's a game that's a heist in a game instead of bank?
Still sounds boring as fuck.
Because it's not real life. You see, you have to have it happen in real life, but to people, they can make that jump. They can make the jump.
Interesting.
Like, the intuitive jump, I guess you could say, and say this is just as funny because it is real. The person is actually playing,
right?
So if they're actually in a game. There are 10 people playing at the same time, and if they're actually fighting the same monster, they're coordinating. Like one person does this move, then exactly at the right time, the next person does this, and the only way they can beat this goddamn thing is if all 10 of them are reacting in the same time, back and forth, like any other game, like any other thing. Right.
I guess you got to be a gamer to really appreciate. Well, just because there's a guy on my Facebook who was like, dude, you got to join my fucking whatever it was, his Discord, or he's like, I'm always on there talking shit, man. You'll love it. So I go watch it one day and it's like him playing a fucking video game. And I'm like, dude, this is boring as shit. You know, like this is not.
Did you end up getting on Discord?
It was something. He wanted me to go to his Discord or his something.
Oh, Discord's amazing, dude. I use it all the time. It's a great communication.
Or was it Twitch? I don't know. It was one of those goddamn.
Probably Twitch.
It was something he wanted me to join. I'm like,
yeah,
and he hit me up about it several times. He's like, dude, you still haven't joined me yet. You still haven't. I'm like, I don't want to watch you battle the evil fucking wizard Veclador or whatever.
Yeah, you're not going to get anything out of that because, like I said, you get more excitement out of what. Like for me, I don't really watch cop cams either. I don't care about that, like, you know.
Okay, yeah, or like the Predator Catcher channels or
no, I don't watch any of that shit. But then again, I watch people talk about politics constantly. You know,
okay,
yeah, and personality constantly. So the whole point is like, I guess it's just interests. Like I understand because here's the thing: I want to stream myself. I'd love to stream,
right?
But I can't do anything that I don't like to watch myself. Like I want to do some videos like
so you
this.
You wouldn't watch one of these guys' streams, is what you're saying?
Hell no! But
okay.
I'll watch Joe Rogan for 2 hours doing the same shit we're doing right now.
Right.
Because I like to do it. I like to watch and I kind of like, God damn, that's cool. Or videos about explaining the game, like how the game works. Like, hey, this game is cool. Here's the mechanics of the game. This is how it works. And then they can watch that. But watching someone play a game for hours.
Yeah, that's boring to me.
Well, also you have to remember also a lot of guys are watching girl streamers who have a video cam going.
Oh, so if they got a stiff cock for the chick. Okay.
And lo and behold, even in the winter, they are wearing low-cut sweaters. That's really interesting if you notice or they're really wearing really tight sweaters. I wonder why.
Well, you know what? I can't be mad at that, man, because shit. I mean, you know me, I'm not a huge ASMR fan. I tried it for a
Yeah.
while, but there was a chick I was actually kind of digging a little bit. And so, of course, I started watching some of her shit and, being like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch her.
Yeah, well,
So
that's a whole nother road you can go down, especially with these. They're called thought bots. THOTBOT, thought bots.
a thought like okay.
Thought. If you've heard of that term before.
Yeah.
Right?
A hooker,
Online. You show us your tits, you get some tips.
Oh, those people. Yeah. Those.
Well,
Yep.
That's mixing with gaming now very, 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 very easily. I wonder why. You've got some chicks.
Because a lot of horny dudes. Well, these are
Melissa.
guys that are all I see doing this shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to watch some dude playing fucking video game.
Well, that's the one that they're gonna show you, but you can definitely find, if you want to find the chicks, you can. I'm sure now Max comes back next
Yo,
month.
man, I'm watching this new gamer channel. Yo,
channel, man. She's playing World of Warcraft. Her name is Belinda Blow, and I fucking love her. Listen to her, Cruz. Hi. Ooh, the dragon. Ooh,
the dragon.
I'm part of the horde. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, yeah.
Let me slay your dragon with my sword.
Ooh, I'm on a raid. Ooh, I'm an undead witch.
I guess, man. Yeah, no, I mean,
For the horde.
Maybe that's what I should do. Start watching some of those, try to find chicks that do it, because then maybe I'll be like, ooh, this is cool. Because here's another crazy thing about my personality. I don't really like chicks that like the same shit I like either, man. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I would never date a chick that's into hip hop.
No?
No. It's
Weird.
Well, if you notice, most of the girls I've dated were never hip hop chicks.
That's true. You're like, hi, I like Hank Williams Jr. And you're like,
yeah, baby, it's love. Right.
And again, dude, you're into a lot of different kind of music, man. So you're not really music is not something that you're like, but then again, if
right, hip hop's a bit, well, not just hip hop, but even like if a chick was into law enforcement videos, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's kind of my thing, man.
you want someone with different interests. That's fucking interesting.
I know. Well, I want something new. If I want to date myself, shit, I'll just,
That's fucking see, goes back to the personality stuff, man. I can go.
So we can feed that one to Dave next time he comes on, man. Or if he's listening right now, maybe Dave, you can pop in and analyze it in the comments or some shit.
Yeah, or any of you guys from the personality community, you can augment. You can.
I'd love to hear what they have to say about that, man.
Because for me, I can tell you, it's the known versus the unknown that we were talking about last time. Like, you want someone who's going to show you different things.
Yes.
For me,
and I want to show them different things too. You know what I'm saying?
I want someone I can show them the things that I like, because I already know they're going to like them. Like, that's why, for instance, Max, when we listen to music, I'm always like, dude, I can't show you this, because I know you're going to like it. And it's the same kind of genre of shit that I like.
Right.
I fucking dig that, dude. Like,
but turning a chick on to something that is something I like, where I'm like, hey, have you heard this before? And they're like, oh, I kind of like that. Or,
but what if they got too interested? Would that piss you off?
Oh, that's a good question. Like, huh?
Like what if they're like, oh my God, I really like these videos, and they watch more than you, and they're like, have you seen this video? And you're like,
and they start telling me about shit that's out there. I'm like, that's an interesting question you raised there, man.
Yeah.
And I don't really know the answer to that.
I know, because it's the only thing you can learn through practice, and keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it. If you really like, what if you got some girl who's like, yeah, oh my gosh, I love Hank Williams Jr. And you're like, how about listen to some fucking
Necro or something
like that. And also a month later, she's like, oh my God, Necro was telling me, did you hear the lyrics when he said fuck your mom in the face with the big disgrace and taste of waste? Oh my goodness. Fucking, it was awesome.
Yeah, you know what? Wow, well, you know what was kind of cool? And I kind of
watched the Officer Tatum video.
Right. Well, when I got Shell into K Reno, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
She started driving around playing his stuff. I actually thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. But it can't go too deep, probably. You're like, hey, that's cool, K Reno. But then she's like, oh my God, I listened to frickin' 1992's
Stories from the Black Book or some shit.
I listened to Isham from.
Hey, You're like, what?
You're like,
You're
whoa,
listening to Esham. No.
whoa, hey, there's a point where you can go. You can't go beyond that. You got to stop at the K Reno's cute, but
That-
you
that-
start listening to some real shit.
That's a weird, it is a very weird idiosyncrasy with me. I get that, but
Well, I'm the opposite. I'm like, I want a woman who likes games, the same music, the same books, and the same types of conversations as me. Oh, what? You don't like books? Sorry, I'm gone. Goodbye.
peace out, bro. No, I do like somebody to be kind of on the same page politically with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah, so you're more important. It's not about interest in terms of like those kind of consuming interests, basically stuff you get and want to like consume like that. Is what
Right,
they-
right. Yeah, exactly.
It's
You
more
know?
like stuff like on a value based level. Like we're not gonna go like you're never gonna be like, oh my god, I love Hank Williams Jr., but he's privileged. You're like,
Oh, yeah, that would turn the engine off.
like
for
yeah,
me.
that would turn it like even if some girls like, oh Max,
Oh, the
you're
patriarchy.
you're rubbing my feet. Oh, rub out that toxic masculinity from my feet. You're like, oh,
Yeah, I'm like,
Bart.
oh, we gotta.
even if you're like rubbing her. Oh, Max, tell me how. Max, just be quiet and don't interrupt me while you're rubbing my feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh God, yeah. Oh, girl power. Oh,
Actually, that sounds kind of hot. But you know,
now, I know why it's hot because you'll be like, oh yeah, girl power. Let
Oh.
me show you some toxic masculinity.
oh, it's gonna be toxic masculinity.
Toxic
Pull up my cock, and you're gonna suck masculinity.
toxic masculinity.
So, yeah. But- so, man, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn you into a freaking men's rights advocate, bitch.
Yeah, you're gonna be into dad's first fucking groups now.
Yeah, damn right. You're gonna give your custody of your kids back to him. Oh,
That's right. Understand the father plays a role in this too, bitch.
start red pilling bitches by banging them so hard that they just become fucking male
Ooh,
advocates.
that's kind of hot, dude. You
I
pound
knew, yeah, dude.
feminist chick and just be like, let me show you the way.
See the way.
Show me the way.
You're gonna have an animal or object named after this, baby. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's gonna be too.
Oh man. Well, I'm like, do you like the same kind of games? We can go into the world and we can kill the dragon Escalon and gather his loot together, and then we can go talk about deep things over coffee.
Actually, that's funny because most of the chicks you've met have actually been in your games, dude.
A
If you
lot of
trip,
them.
like a lot of the
Oh,
chicks
good.
you've been into have been from your games.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of an interesting thing, you know.
Oh, dude, it's a passion, man. I like having people that enjoy the passions that I enjoy in that way, in terms of like consuming stuff like books and music and games, like and I have this kind of the same thing with politics as well.
I think you kind of have to be, man, in that case, with politics and religion and shit. Because if you're not on the same page, then shit can go haywire, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did I lose you? Where'd you go? Oh, hold on for a second.
Spike.
Okay, I just I found cruise control. I found him.
Found me. We got lost for a second there. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's all right, man. That you fell into the Bermuda Triangle there for a
Yeah,
minute.
we were just talking. Let's continue because this is interesting.
But what I
conversation.
was saying is I think politically and
Yeah.
religion wise, you do kind of have to be on the same page, man, because that shit can go haywire too
Yeah,
quick. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I think at least on the same page in terms of it's really funny because I've thought about this a lot too. Is I can deal with people with different religious beliefs than me.
I can too, but I don't
I can't
know if they
deal with
can. You know what I'm saying?
Political differences though. Like I would never date a feminist or a woke person.
Oh no.
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 I could date a Christian.
Yeah,
I mean,
when I actually have.
Yeah, I could
Um,
date someone who believes in. I could date any religious person as long as they respected my lack of belief in their beliefs in that way.
Right. And that was actually in the situation I was in, that was not really an issue. It was more of an issue with her family, not necessarily with her.
Yeah.
So
Which
but-
is of course part of the problem is that other people will have judgments on who they're with that bullshit. So
right. And sometimes especially in those situations, the families have a lot of control over, you know what I mean?
But politics, fuck no, man. Someone comes up to me and starts talking to me about my white male privilege. My dick just like curls up into my stomach, like it really crawls up. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
shelter mode. Like, oh, get the fuck away from me.
Yep. Yeah. No, you're right, dude.
God,
That's a
no.
fat turn off, dude. Like where I'm like, what?
Identity bullshit, or oh, I'm a girl, or fucking oh, I'm fat shaming. Get the fuck out of here. Just
Yeah.
throw some fucking adulthood, please.
Yeah.
know?
Exactly. Yeah. No, anybody who's doing that shit, I couldn't roll with either, man. That would
Yeah.
be something that I'm be like,
It's-
okay, now you're
no.
hitting.
But if you say, hey, I do go to church every Sunday, and I'll go, okay, do you mind if I don't? No, I don't. Okay, then
Then we're cool. We're good.
I used to be really hardcore about that, though, man. Remember that?
Oh, really? So there was a time where you wouldn't
Oh,
date somebody
dude,
that.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna date a religious. But now I've just realized, man, you got to have your own personal spirituality path. Like you have to have something there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If it's not religion, if you're an atheist, there's got to be some kind of like self-improvement purpose or goal or meditation or something that's gonna fill that spiritual void, because it's really important to have. And I've realized, so whatever gets you through and doesn't cause you to blow your brains out or blow anybody else's out,
then you're good. You got something.
Hey, rock on, man. But if that is that stuff, that wokeness, then no.
Yeah, that's a whole nother different thing, man. That's like
It's kind of religious, though. It's kind of religious.
It is kind of a religion, right? You have to believe this, or else you don't. You can't just be one way. Oh, I kind of believe a little bit this, but no, you got to. It's very very
again,
rigid.
It's just like any other religion, because I get, obviously, if you are a Christian and you're like, I'm a Christian, if you are a Christian then you're going to hell, then you're not going to be in. I'm not.
Yeah, then I'm not rolling. I
thing.
can't roll with that. Yeah.
So maybe it's just extremes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, somebody who
I don't know, man. Even if someone was mildly woke right now, I can't deal. If you're going, well, you do have privilege. No.
Yeah, if you're on that dumb shit. Now, if somebody happens to be, I mean, shit, my stepmom was a hardcore Democrat at first. And little by little, my dad's converted her.
no, little by little, the needle has shifted on what a Democrat actually is.
Well, that's true. The Democrat, she was never a woke. She was never a woke.
Yeah,
Democrat.
they've gone so far on the pendulum that a lot of Democrats are like, whoa, I feel more conservative than this.
Yeah.
I don't believe in 9-year-olds getting injected with hormones because they think they're a woman. No.
Oh yeah.
No, that's a point where I'm not going to go, but
Right.
that getting more and more crazy every day. It's not like it's getting less.
That's true. They're not the traditional Democrats, like, well, at least my grandparents, on both sides were hardcore Democrats, but that was because back then it was the Democrat was for the working man and that kind of thing. Whereas now it's more for the not working man.
Yeah.
If you trip, it's the welfare recipient,
It's kind of funny though. If you look at your parents, I guarantee you they've gone other ways. Like my parents have gone. Like you'd think like the Republicans would get more and more fucking crotchety and conservative as they get fucking older. But my mom's like, oh, a gay guy.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, fuck, dude. Anybody?
That's what I'm saying. Like you get used to it. So but like Republicans are like, you're gay, okay.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. That's the thing. It doesn't matter. Whereas with the woke people, it has to matter. You have to see race. You have to see gay. You have to see. Everything has to. Has to be recognized.
Yeah, and it's got to be pushed by all the corps with the rainbows, all the corps.
Oh yeah.
All the corporations just
they do, man.
All right, we get it. Just we understand that people have pride in things that don't actually require work.
Well, of course.
That's fine, man.
That's how it's kind of gotten to be now, So
I'm going with the blind thing too, because if you have pride for being blind, then you're I'm blind at pride. Why? Because I'm alive. I'm not.
I overcame. Or
something. You overcome, man. You've always been blind. Yeah. So how could you overcome anything?
Yeah, there's a lot of
know it differently. You stupid fuck.
There's a lot of blind nights too, blindo bide nights. That
oh man, they love themselves, dude. They love because they're told that they're so goddamn awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Well, or your thing. This was interesting, dude. An interesting observation I saw years, which you showed me, was there's a lot of the like blindos that are working in the like the Bureau of Services for the Blind or something
Yeah.
that are very hardcore pro SSI and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. But because they're pro one way of doing things. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like there's only one way to live if you're blind. You gotta do this,
right, like this is the way. If you're going to survive, you have to get your ass on SSI.
You gotta be 35 and going to the blind center and and going on field trips,
God, dude, what a demeaning fucking way to live, dude.
Well, because as you know, with my situation, I'm not going to go into detail, but I've kind of delved up on about how you get your income. It's more like, what do you do with your time?
Yeah.
Are you spending your time like not like being a good person and or not good person, but a productive person and trying to do more for yourself, or are you just fucking going on stratosphere rides?
Well, that's the point. Yeah, it's like these people aren't really doing anything exciting. I mean, even if they were like, say, YouTubers on the side or something, or just doing some shit that was, that was meaningful, but they're not a lot of times. They're just, going to the blind center, going and doing their fucking little field trips. Their trip to Walmart is their fucking excitement.
And that's the problem is that when you have pride in just being who you are for you,
yeah.
No, it's like that's what are you doing for everyone else?
Exactly.
What are you doing for everyone? I'm just me, like we talked about it on the last the show with Dave. It's the same that feeling inside or identity where I don't need to do. Yes, you do. You can't just rely. I'm gay. So what? And a lot of people are. What are you doing for everyone else? Well, I'm just who I am and people love me. Okay, that's great. People like being around you. That's really good.
You have a personality that people tend to
That's great. Awesome. But guess what? When the shit hits the fan, what do you offer?
Yeah. Like, what can you do? What's what's your asset? What do you contribute? That kind of thing. So
like, for instance, if let's say the blind are leading the blind, right?
Right.
Who the fuck's going to lead the blind that are sitting there going, I'm blind, I'm special? Guess who's going to be leading the blind? You.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're going to go, hey, fuckers, get the fuck off your ass. Grab on my goddamn arm. We need to get out of here because there's an earthquake and shit's falling around us. So we need to get the fuck out the entrance.
Building's going to explode.
Yeah. And they're going, but I'm special. No, get the fuck up. I'm special too. And I'm showing you how by fucking saving your asses. Right?
Yeah. Trying to lace your boots on some shit, man. So you can actually fend for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the only people that I would say at the Blind Center who actually deserve any respect, the people teaching the classes, if they actually have any there.
Well, those people are sighted. Seriously, the only time they hire blind people is to work in their little eBay program.
That's fucking great.
And maybe to answer phones. And then what's the other one that they do?
No way.
There's another thing they do. Like the shutter pins or something.
They answer phones, but they don't teach the fucking classes there. They can't get blind. Dude, we used to, but hey, that's a difference too. When we went to the fucking blind center,
and the people were blind.
Classes?
Well, you got to remember that was a different regime, man. We had the Tates, which were both blind.
Of course.
So they
were teaching us how to kill.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. We used to use the drill press and the saws and shit.
Fucking mighty sided coming. Hi guys, I'm going to teach you how to fucking basket weave so you can sit on your asses.
I teach blind people ceramics.
They were like, hey, we're blind. We need what they weren't teaching us shit to fuck. They were teaching us to build confidence in physical fucking things we could do.
Right, because you looked at them, they're like, oh shit, they're blind adults, man. And
exactly, and they're teaching us, not this fucking. That's goddamn it. See, that's why it's different. That's why the whole system is different now. In the 80s, Mr. Mackerberg would be like, hey, you need to get your shit together, man.
Yep. Oh God, yeah. Oh, he was on our asses, dude. I remember.
When we played with shit. We'd have fucking blocks. We'd have the
remember the rope we used to climb?
Oh, every day. Every day.
It was dope.
That's exactly what I was thinking about, man.
Yeah,
the rope,
and then the Legos. Those Legos were cool too, man.
Legos, the Tinker Toys, the big ass ones.
That's what it was. The Tinker Toys. That's what.
And also the bike. We had the bike in the corner. We could ride that bike.
That's right. God damn. It was wow. He did have a lot of cool shit.
Because he understands. And now, fuck, god damn, I guarantee you, these blobs out there, these fucking blindo blobs.
Oh yeah, dude. It's almost they do it totally different. They now have these itinerant teachers that go from school to school. So like if there's one blind kid at a specific, they don't have like the VH room anymore like we used to have. It's a totally different sandwich now, man.
Now that could be good and bad in some ways. Now I think that was the best balance.
I think it was
having a room for all of us to come together and get away from all the real shit we got. At
Well,
high
but then
school.
again, too, the other kids, they were kind of hip to, oh, okay, well, that's where the blind people go, and they would ask questions and learn and get
Yeah,
educated. Where
but they
now,
would, but we'd also interact with them in the normal classes and go hang out with them.
right? So we had some friends that were sighted too that kicked it with us, like
Or
Terrell and all
yeah,
those fuckers.
or like you would bring. I remember you were hanging out with those chicks for a while that you were bringing in when you were be sickified.
Well, they would come. Yeah, they kind of. I knew them, because they'd come into the room. But that's the thing. The curiosity would be up too. So kids would
Yeah,
come
and
in.
none of us would be like, get the fuck out of our room. We were like, hey, what's up?
Except if you were an asshole, like that one kid, Chris. Remember the one that was kind of preying on the fact,
fat one.
because nobody liked his ass. So then he was like, well, I'll just go hang out with the Blinkies. They'll accept me. And of course, we shit all over it. We were actually worse because the sighted kids, they might make faces at him or whatever, but they'd never just completely, verbally.
I would never. I doubt if I ever said anything mean to him.
I think you may have, homie.
I did. I would. Come on. Do I say mean? I never would do that.
Oh yeah. And actually, dude, even Jonathan Rawlings. Actually, Jonathan Rawlings used to rip on him too, dude. I remember,
dude. Dude, when you got verbally power, strong people who can dissect you and fuck you up verbally,
Yep.
like John and myself, and when you can't do that normally. And
Right.
then when you get the chance, you're like,
it's an opportunity. I got to do it,
dude.
man.
Oh, dude, yeah, definitely.
So then, remember, then he went over to the traumatic brain injury room and started hanging out with those people because we would fuck with him, and so we started hanging out in there.
That's weird. Too smart for him.
Yeah, he was like, I need more retards, man. They're not going to make fun of me.
I gotta step down a level in some way. Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, like, oh, dude, okay, this is not a good fit. Let's try the traumatically brain injured. Okay, this is good. They're not gonna talk shit about me.
Oh man, now, that's one thing I wish they should strongly do though. Is strongly change make sure that every school had a different fucking disability thing.
That's how they should do it. You're right.
Yeah, like don't have the deaf people, the blind people, the mentally brain damaged people at the same fucking place because you're all gonna get off the same fucking bus and everyone's gonna think you're in the same fucking
right. Like,
class.
those are all your friends, aren't they? And you're like, no.
They should have like one school. Hey, this is the blind school. This is the deaf school. So everyone knows that when the deaf kids get off, they go, oh, they're in the deaf class. Boo, whatever.
Right. Like, oh, that's those deaf people that work here or that go here. So yeah, you're right, and that's how it should be.
Yeah,
but they've changed this shit a lot now, man. It's
dude.
totally.
Think about being a kid today. Think about normal kids, how fucked they are. Think about being a fucking Blinky today, growing up with all this tech.
Oh God, dude. Well, that's the thing. You know how most of the time adults would always tell you how good you have it now. It's actually the reverse to me. I'm like thinking, you kids, we had it so much better than you.
Oh man, I'm scared, especially with like I said, with Blinkies. They don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to go outside. They don't have to fucking interact. They don't have to actually learn how to read fucking Braille anymore, probably.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh fuck, man! What a disabling, crippling lifestyle that. But especially with the helicopter snowplow parents, because there's two types of Remember the snowplow? No.
Oh, okay. Well, I've heard of helicopter, the kind that hovers over you all the time.
Now snowplow is people that take everything in front of you and destroy any obstacles in your way.
So, so you have it easy all the way through.
All the way through. So now you think about that combo with the blindos, man.
Oh God. Well, dude, there was a guy. I think I told the story before, so stop me if I have. But I remember going, and the kid was about 21, and I went to Blind Connect, where they have the program where they teach blind people mobility training and all this other stuff. And I was talking to them and whatever, and the guy had the application. I said, oh yeah, you got to sign, our application. And he said, oh, I can't do that. I'm blind. And I'm like, wait a minute. He was like, I was like, you don't know how to write your name, dude? And, at least scribble it or something. And he was like, no, man, why should I? I'm blind. And it's just what you were talking about, where the parents take all the obstacles out of their way, and now here's this 21-year-old kid.
Have to do anything. Why should I? And it's the same culture. Like, this is the same reason why you got motherfuckers who, now, obviously, I understand your perspective, Max, on getting sight back, right?
Yeah.
Getting your sight back. But this is why you got these fuckers. This is another thing I was going to bring. I remember. Thanks for bringing this up. It's kind of a nice segue into this motherfucking cultures of like, well, look, if you, because now they have operations that can reattach retinas. I think you
Right.
might
They can corrective surgeries and shit.
corrective surgeries that might be able to reattach your retinas and allow you to see, right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
And you're like, no, you know what? Because you're comfortable in where you are.
Right.
But
Because
you've
I'm
got,
confident in what I've learned.
but,
You know.
but you have, you would have no problem, I'm sure, with other blind people going, hey, I want to experience that. I want to get that.
Hey, if they want to, that's on them, dude. It's their body,
Yeah.
not mine.
But,
But you're right. The people that will try to be like, well, why aren't you doing that?
no,
You know?
oh no, why aren't you doing that? Or the crazy opposite side, why are you? You're destroying deaf culture with the cochlear.
Oh,
Blind
God.
culture with a retina. You're destroying this culture that's been built up.
The culture. Oh,
A-
God.
A
Puke.
culture, yeah, a culture
think
of
about that one.
identity culture, man. Like you don't have any. The reason why you don't give a fuck if a blind person gets whatever because they're not you.
No.
You're not going, well, you're going to destroy this. Look, I've got 12 friends who are totally blind. What if 8 of them got sight? They wouldn't be,
They wouldn't be my
part of
blind friends anymore.
Oh.
Oh. No, it's not even about a culture. Oh,
Sorry,
God, dude.
sorry. I
that's
can't get into
puke-worthy,
it.
dude.
I can't, and I tried looking it up. I mean, I can't find anyone who's saying anything about how fucking batshit crazy these cochlear implant people are going. Well, you're going to ruin a deaf culture. I'm like,
So there are people out there that are saying this shit?
well, we have to consider deaf culture. No, you don't. No, you don't. No. There's no culture around disabilities, and if there is, you need to destroy it.
Right. A disability
Fucking
is
break the fucking culture on any. That's why blind centers are great in theory, but not really great
in reality.
No.
Well, I mean, okay, there is a positive to some of them, like for people that go blind later in life, like older people.
Yes, yeah, we
You know,
talked about
that's
that,
cool.
But it always leads to a codependent community of people that sit around going, "I'm blind."
Right. We're
that
now blind.
becomes their identity because that's where they go to the
Yep.
blind center. They don't need to call it the blind center. They need to figure something else to incorporate those people back into actual life. Like, stop making it a goddamn one disability thing. No, you know what, Max? I'm fucking visually impaired. I'm blind. I also drink too much half the time. I eat too much bad shit. Sometimes I'm lazy. Sometimes I overthink things. Sometimes I worry about other things. Right?
Yeah. We all got flaws.
Exactly. But it's just one.
Right.
Like, we have to fucking get to the point.
Well, hey, you know what? If that's the case,
of others,
by that logic, then alcoholics should never try to get sober because then you're ruining alcoholic culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's as asinine as saying something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get you. I totally get.
It's ridiculous, man. Like why would you? And because people want to wallow in their fucking similarities and sit around and go, "We're part of the same group." You know how discriminated I am.
Oh God.
Well, but and the truth is, yes, there's no denying it.
Sure,
yes, Max,
of course.
me and you have faced discrimination and being literally minorities all of our lives.
Right, and that's but it's part of our life.
Yeah, exactly. So what?
And it's actually kind of helped us in a weird way, dude. In a strange way, it does push you a different. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, we can't get away from it.
No.
You know, that we can't get away from it. It's part of our identities. That's not the question. The question is it our identity or is it a part? And is it the most important part or even close to the most important part of our identities? Yeah. If it is, then I'm sorry. You need some more fucking work, because if your eyesight issue is part of your identity that means so much to you that you can't get around it,
then you got issues. Yeah.
No, what you have done, Max, and what I have done is we have synergized our weakness, our one physical weakness, or one of our one physical weakness. We have we have multiple.
Of course, there's a lot.
A bad knee. You got a bad knee. It's the same thing as a bad eye. No different.
Right. But you know what? This one's more noticeable, obviously.
Exactly. But the point is we synergize it with ourselves so it becomes a part of ourselves and doesn't define ourselves.
Yep. It's not. Well, I'll tell you a real brilliant statement from our buddy Don way back in the day. Remember that?
This all the time. Yeah. This is a good one.
That's where he said because he looked at Sluggo and came to me one day and said, you know what? Sluggo is a blind man. You're a man that happens to just be blind.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck, man. This wow, Don. That's what I'm saying, man. And this is why we come down so hard on the dumbass sighty, because it's people like him that raise the bar for that. Like, damn.
It's people like him that realize it is just one weakness. It does not define us, just like a skin color doesn't define us, or a sexual orientation, or our gender, or
Right.
our whatever. These only are characteristics that are part of the definition of who we are, and you take them all together.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. Very well said, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shit.
What else you got, fool?
Well, you know what, man? I don't have much more, but it might be kind of fun to share this little interaction I had last night.
Yeah, let's see if we can get it playing on the Zoom video while we're on. Let's see if you can actually do it.
Give me 1 second here. Let me find it. Okay. All right. All right. Now let's see. Oh, and when I share my screen, by the way, you are going to hear Jaws. So I apologize, everybody. But okay.
Here we go.
Let's see. Share sound. Okay.
Meeting
Okay.
controls.
You're probably hearing Jaws now, or you did hear Jaws for a second.
Videos.
Okay. You can hear that?
I can't hear that.
You can't hear Jaws?
I hear Jaws. Yes.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna play the video now.
All
Ready?
right. So how long? This is like. Do you want to give us a little bit of an intro to this, or just want to play it?
Well, here's what it was. Basically, there was a chick that was sitting next to me at the bar last night. She was there with her fuck buddy, and dude, he was like a cracked out DMX. He just the way he spoke reminded me of DMX, but in a cracked out way, like in a druggy. I mean, just was talking fast and was kind of fucked up. And she was kind of going into how they're fuck buddies and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
So I
that,
thought
that, that should be. Let's see. How long we going here? Like 7?
Oh, it's not going to be that long. Matter of fact, probably just maybe 5 minutes. If
Okay,
even that.
cool. Let's check
So,
it out. Let's check
all
it.
right,
Let's see if
here
it
we
works.
go.
Here we go.
Enter. Movies and TV.
Nothing sacred check.
Yep.
Yes, it works.
But keep it at the fuck buddy status. That's a good thing.
Yeah, we've
It's
been
positive.
doing it for 13 years.
That's what you do. Just keep that going. You got a good thing going. Just keep the engine running.
I be having to put him on strike sometimes.
Oh, I'm sure you
He
do.
be bad.
He seems like he could.
He be bad.
You got to lock the reins a little bit, right?
I be forgetting
I can
about.
lock him down if I
That's
want
him back
to.
there. Right.
But I don't want to lock him down.
No, don't lock him down.
I like him to be.
This is good for you. This is a
I
good
like him to be
situation.
himself sometimes.
Right. Just be him.
Yeah,
Got
that's
the hard rock. Take that.
And because there's certain people that are. I have 3
But
categories.
then when we fuck buddies, he tried to tell me I need to do girlfriend shit. Braid his hair for free. Braid his hair for free.
Shave his balls.
Cook for him. Why should I have to do all that?
Right. Like, I'm their
If
fuck
we
buddy.
just fucking buddies. Exactly. My nigga, give me that.
I'm just your fuck buddy. That's it. That's it.
This is my homeboy right
She
here.
gonna do that now, like I be holding his bucket.
See that?
You keep it going. That's all right. This is what you guys have. You guys have a fuck buddy relationship. That's beautiful. I love it. I wish I could have something like that. There's no commitment, and you just kind of do your thing.
It's kind of my thing. That's
See, because I have the 3 categories for me. Because there are some women that are relationship material that I wouldn't mind having a relationship with.
Right.
Then there's other chicks that I'm like, I would love to have as a fuck buddy, but I don't know if I want her as a
Relationship.
Right, exactly. And then my 3rd category
Okay.
is nut bucket, and that's just that chick that one night that you're just like, I'd fuck her.
in the car, everywhere.
Right, in the bathroom or whatever, and then just be done with it,
Get my rocks off.
Yep. It's just a one night nut. That's all it is.
It's always 3 of them. It's always 3 women. I promise you, it's always 3. Every man in here has 3 women.
Yep, 3
And
types.
those are the categories that you just named, right?
Yep, and that's
A
what I
woman
always
they want to
say.
be with, a woman they want to have sex with, and a woman
On a regular
that they just
basis.
wanna fuck with.
Right, there's the one night fuck, then there's the I want to keep fucking, but I don't want to have a relationship kind of thing, So,
She would just sprung it. She gonna be a ride or die.
right, exactly, and
That's
those are the
crazy.
real ride or die ones.
Yeah, those are the
Because
real
they're friends that you can fuck. It's the best thing. Like I told my one buddy, I
He
was
used
like,
to like my homegirl.
oh, did he?
Wait,
Like relationship wise?
He wanted to be with my homegirl.
Like relationship wise?
No, she is like whiny.
he wanted to be
needs
with my
counseling.
homegirl, and she wasn't giving
She
him
needs
no
counseling.
play.
So,
And I gave him some play.
she needs counseling. She needs counseling. She needs counseling. Talk to him.
So he tells a different story.
Oh, yeah. Talk to him.
My homegirl didn't recognize him, but I recognize him.
You're like, I know who that is.
Nah,
Yeah.
man. I still want to fuck the life out of that, but she lying.
Fuck the life out of him. That's what he said.
I want to show her. I'm like,
All right, pause for a second.
Okay, let me pause.
Well,
At that
Keep him
point,
as a
Play button.
okay.
We gotta wait because
You want to digest a little of this here?
I
or-
think we need to because it's really it's definitely you can hear it, but the music in the background kind of makes it like a drone.
True. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of both. So it's kind of probably nice to break it up a little bit. But okay, first of all, you're like spitting like your shit. She's like, yeah, cause you're like, I got 3 fucking stages. I know I'm gonna put this on the show tomorrow night.
So I got to make myself look good, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. And then he's like, man, I don't even know what I can't really hear what he's saying.
That's
that
what I'm
much,
saying. He's hard to, well, because he's talking so fast and he's
and the
like
damn
I said-
music in the like. Don't you wish like fucking these bar places would just have no music for a while?
Well, here's the thing. They had the music too goddamn loud last night.
Turn
They
that
did have
shit
it cranked the
down.
fuck up. Yeah, no, they should have had it lower. You're right.
Fucking Christ, man, because it is a little bit loud. So that's why I was like, I mean,
But you can hear us okay, right? You still hear us.
I hear you very well. I hear her somewhat well. I hear him.
Not very well. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
he's
so that's
sitting
why I was kind of like, I don't know, but it might be time to start. We can keep going if you want to a little bit. I have to. I said, go ahead and keep going because I have to go.
off. You got to piss.
so- yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, here I'll roll this real quick. There was something funny she said at the end too.
Okay, keep it going, but I'll be
All
back
right.
in a sec. All right.
Okay.
What year am I supposed to put my man in?
No. Fuck buddy.
Well,
Fuck buddy.
That's what
Fuck
I'm saying.
buddy.
Like, how can I separate the two?
Yeah. Well, you have to. I mean, it's okay. Let's
Look,
just
he
think.
gonna get more girls. You hear?
It's almost like pretending. Well,
I'm gonna get more girls.
okay. That's cool. I mean, what you do is you have, it'd be like having a friend that sucks your dick. You know?
I mean, I ain't got no dick, so I don't.
Well, no, okay, I'm sorry. So it'd be
I
like
don't know how that feels.
it would be
I
like
ain't got no dick.
it'd be like a female friend that would eat your pussy, I guess.
I never had my. I had
Really?
my pussy by a female one time, like when I was 18,
Really?
and I'm 40. I just
Never
turned
had
40.
your pussy eaten
by one
by
female.
one person.
One female.
Wow.
Men. No.
Oh, I was gonna say you had
men.
dudes eat your pussy.
No,
Okay.
yeah, all day.
Okay. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, men all day.
Okay.
But I have one female, so it's
But
not
one
like
woman.
my best. Yeah, one
Okay.
woman. And I was like 18, 19 at the time, and
That's hot.
I never experienced it after that. But like,
That's kind of hot. Would you do it again for the non chick or no?
I have not done it again.
I mean, would you if like you found somebody that was?
Yeah, like I would.
That's
but I
awesome.
don't want to eat her pussy.
Oh,
Like if it's just for entertainment for her to entertain me
Oh,
and
that's
my man,
great.
then cool. But I don't want to eat her pussy.
So you will not eat her
I'll
pussy?
kiss her, I'll suck her titties and all that, but I would not eat her pussy.
Oh wow.
That's how. She can eat my pussy or suck it. You know what I'm saying? Like entertain me and my man.
What if
I
she was
would
gonna
do
strap one on and fuck you?
that. No, absolutely not.
No? Okay.
Nah,
All right.
Absolutely not. Wouldn't need no trash on.
Oh well, she'd have
I
to.
like you.
You just want tongue. That's all right. That's
I don't know. I don't even know if I would strap on and fuck her. I don't
That's
even know
another
if I'm into
question.
that. Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like, would I even do that?
Right. Well.
I don't think she need that because she got my dude too. You know.
Right.
He laughs, so I don't think she needs that.
Interesting. Hey. Well,
My ex dude. That's my ex dude.
Oh, he likes that kind of shit, huh?
Not him.
I know not him. He's your fuck buddy. I know who he is.
Step 4.
All right.
Videos.
All
Items.
right,
That was
That's enough.
basically it. Let me go ahead and
Meeting
unshare my
controls.
screen so
Meeting
we can.
music. On
Yeah,
notice.
definitely.
Jaws
Windows.
back.
Windows.
That's cool, though. It worked,
Open
dude.
part. More options.
Yeah.
Cheryl Shift S button.
I wonder
Pause.
if I
Cheryl
can
keyboard.
share
Annotate
my
button.
screen
Pause.
and it would
New
record
Cheryl
as
Shift.
well.
Pause. Annotate. Remote
Let's see.
control. More
Let's
but
see.
doctor box. Stop Cheryl display.
There we go. All right, there we go. You're D-Jaws now. But yeah, dude, that's the that's the whole thing with that. I figured I'd share that with you
Yeah,
guys.
why not, man? We can do more of that kind of stuff because we can actually start sharing videos and stuff. We can share our screen and it records.
Yeah, I might have to do. There's something in the permissions though, because I don't think you can share your screen, but I can share my screen.
Yeah, but I can always get you the links, and then I can say, "Hey, this is link number 2." And then
Oh,
you
I
can
see.
pop
Like send them
link
to me in
number
an
2.
email or something.
Yeah, we can talk about that later on. So,
Okay,
but,
all right.
but man,
But-
what a show, man!
Other than that, man, that's that's the meat of what I got, man. I don't know if you have anything else.
No, man. At this point, I'm good. We'll continue to we're rolling shows out once a week. They're going to be different topics, so it'll be a lot of fun. I think a lot more focused, and we'll still get at you with these shows once a month. First show of the month, and this will be premiering on the 7th, which is tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
for us,
yeah.
but today
Tomorrow
for
night,
you
huh?
kids.
Yep, it'll be tomorrow night, I'm sure, right?
All right, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll be getting this to you. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about that's all.
All right, man. You're technical bullshit, but yeah. Hey, it's the
On that note.
6th of June, 2021, the June episode. Nothing Sacred. I'm Cruise Control,
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer, and that's
the story.
there, bitches.
Yes!
Peace.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. With Maxwell Silverhammer. We are nothing sacred.